What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFS University. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by this fantastic crew. To my left, I've got
Travis.
into your microphone, and to my right, I've got
Jacob Johnson.
Ooh, you said it just
the big
huh?
Johnson.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled is you take a bunch of your guys' UFS topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, Travis, how was your week, buddy?
Good.
How's your week in UFS then?
Good. Not much has changed. Still on the pt.1 playing under death. I've recently fixed that deck with some help from one of the locals from LWG, Mark Tyner. Shout outs
to Mark Tyner. Congratulations on that Legendary Wolf sponsorship.
Yes.
I'm sure you're going to go run some tournaments and make a bunch of kids salty. So
for sure.
Congrats, buddy.
Yeah.
Jake, how's your week, man?
My week's been pretty good.
Pause. I want to give a big shout out to Jake the Ben Johnson for traveling over to Japan for a different card game. He played White Schwartz. You played in Worlds, yes?
Yes, I played in the World Championship.
That's awesome.
You have to qualify.
Right in your microphone. And
I planned it ahead to where this is where I was when I was speaking.
You're the worst. And so you got fourth, yes?
Yes, I got fourth place.
That's awesome.
38 or 39.
That's rad. That's really, really cool. Got a free trip to Japan.
Free trip to Japan. Got some cool promos. I'm at says World Finalist or something.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
That's awesome.
Man. How's your week in UFS? You got back and decided to put together.
Well, I had Vicious built before I left.
Mm-hmm.
I just hadn't played it much. I asked these guys to play while I was gone, but that didn't happen.
Hey man, I was trying to figure our own fucking deck.
Anyways, I'm most definitely playing Vicious at Chicago, no matter what. Played it a lot yesterday with Mark Tyner, the person we were just talking about.
Shout out to Mark Tyner, legendary sponsor.
Mark Tyner again.
Take your game from ordinary to legendary.
And yeah, it's been going pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. So
Rad.
I haven't played the game for like a month, so because I've only been playing Vice Shorts.
That's okay.
Yeah. So just had to play the game a little bit before Chicago.
Makes sense. I'm still on Fey Wimmo Punch deck. It's probably what I'm gonna take, but I'm gonna also bring a water Jetta deck, just like the most classic run-of-the-mill water Jetta you could possibly have. Does stupid stuff with Spaceland. Shout outs to William Howard, also another legendary sponsor player, who's been kind of chatting back and forth with me about it. I might bring it to Chicago. I'm definitely bringing the deck. I don't know if I'm gonna play that deck. I'm probably gonna play Fae, but
I should bring a meme deck as well.
Do what you gotta do. You know, I don't think mine's necessarily a meme deck. Like it's truly in consideration of like what I'm gonna play. But yeah, let's. I want to jump on to topic one, something to get our brains moving, and that is the infinity symbol. I want to talk about infinity. I want the 2 sets ago, Mortal Kombat. You can find it all your local UFS stores or online or whatever, had 4 very cool cards in Stage Kill, Test Your Might, Brutality, Fatality, that all had the infinity symbol. Yeah. In the most recent set, we did not get any infinity symbol cards. Should more cards have the infinity symbol?
Yes.
What's your initial thought?
It's very 50-50 for me.
Okay.
Because like Mortal Kombat, in the game, everyone can do the things that have the infinity symbol. So if the game or show or whatever,
franchise,
this thing that they're putting the infinity symbol on doesn't relate to every single character that they're putting into the set, it should not have the infinity symbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travis, why do you say yes?
So when you print stuff with the infinity symbol, you're printing most of the time generic support for every symbol.
Okay, but we have a symbol that has the proper noun all that is supposed to be generic support for everything, right? It's supposed to do a little everything, so why wouldn't just have all?
Well, the thing about all is when you're playing all, you can't necessarily play those cards per se in other symbols. But
yeah, but then like if you want to do a little bit of everything, you should just play all.
Yep. Well, that's not what I mean when I say generic support. When I say generic support for every symbol, I mean it helps out every symbol. So like Fatality was a card that helped out every symbol. Brutality was a card that can help out every symbol.
That, man, you added a word to your sentence there. That can help out every symbol. Yeah, I totally see your point. It's a 50-50, and I'm more in your camp, but I want more Infinity. I think Infinity is I think there could be a singular Infinity card in every single set that does something unique. That does something. I'm not even saying fatality level. I'm saying not stage kill. Test Your Might. I think Test Your Might is the best Infinity card that they've made.
Yeah, it's very well designed.
I think Brutality is also really good.
I think Brutality is also very good.
Well designed.
But I'd rather it not be an attack, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather it be
because attacks are very specific to decks.
I'd rather it be an asset. Could you imagine if like every set had a Bebop asset that was just
Cowboy
called
Bebop,
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, home screen.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. The panel Infinity does something as an asset,
like how we used to do with KOF, how they had their own
and
assets.
the world of Endines had one too. But I'm not even saying like for it to be that specific. I'm saying like, hey, this is kind of the theme of what was happening. Here's like, we'll take 3 abilities on it. You ready? We'll have 4 abilities on it, and each ability has one of the symbols. Each of them say whatever this commit.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
And boom, we have it. And so now it's as opposed to putting every symbol on it, you put all 12 symbols exist on this card, and it's a water, death, fire, enhance, commit, do the thing that affects that. 3 symbols, 3 symbols, 3 symbols. Or make it 4 symbols, 4 symbols, 4 symbols. Keep it 3 abilities. I think that'd be a really, really easy way to throw Infinity on everything. And hey guys, I made your box toppers for free. There you go.
Yeah, and I mean they've already done design space like that for before for like previous champ cards. So if you look at like red triangle, green triangle, they did that. They had death, evil, water, all enhances that all did specific things that symbol wanted to do.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want. I'm not positive. I want another fatality.
Well, I really like the thing you were saying, like because box toppers have been very weird.
Weird is the
Bebop,
best. Weird is the best word
because there's specific types of cards that only work in specific symbols. So those symbols are inherently strong when that card comes out. So like when Bang came out, it was all death decks. Like that was just running the game pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you switch to Mortal Kombat. Shinnok was the thing. Evil did get really big, not technically because of Shinnok, but Shinnok is an insane.
He showed up at Nats.
He showed up at all the tournaments.
Yeah.
He's been at every single tournament since it came out.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know that. Don't quote me on that. But at all the ones I've been to.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's very weird right now. So switching it to that would be perfect, I think.
Yeah. The thing about like characters as box toppers is Jessica only gets to put X amount of like people inside of a set, and they only are allowed to make so much support. And so maybe, I mean, Shinnok really matters as a Mortal Kombat character. So as opposed to just putting him in the back of a set and being like, hey, here he is and no support, just making the box topper and like he's this cool hollow card that you get to chase after. But to counter my own argument, they did this with Red Horizon. They reprinted all these characters and gave each character like 1 or 2 new cards of support, and I think they could easily do that. I totally think like the coolest thing they could have done for the back of Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers is put I wanted Sagat, I wanted Felicia, I wanted J. Tao Bane, all of these characters, and give me a foundation, give me an attack for each of them.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
I'd have been,
and it would have been the normal sized compared to it being tiny.
Even give me one. Donovan got an action. Elena could have gotten an asset that was like her version of Team Psycho Soldier. Could you imagine?
Version of like White House.
Yeah.
That would have been fantastic.
Like, could you imagine like
she
that
would be so much better as a character.
Yeah. And like her asset is just like her village or whatever, and like it just there's where you're playing. It's her stage.
Yeah.
I think
really cool.
I think there could have been a lot of change up, and we use this box topper space for this Infinity symboled card that gives like when you look at the set, when you look at the box topper, you look at this is what they had in mind. These are the overarching themes. Like in Cowboy Bebop, the fire one says enhance, commit, or mill 2 foundations -1 damage, or it just says that blank enhance, mill 2 -1 damage on this attack, not your opponent's. Fuck that. And like, hey, if you want to try and get to your punch and G's a little faster, there you go. if you're
But during that time, we know it would have been mill 2 -1 damage on your opponent's attack. Come on.
Yeah. But like my point is like we get to like mill 2 -1. You can commit this card to draw a card, and it has also all on it. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're at mill 2 -1. Remove this card. They discard a card. Add one of their to their momentum, and now it has all fire or void. And there's a combination on the card that none of the characters have. Yeah, I think Infinity can be played around with. I think it's a design space that we can have. And this is going to bring me into this next subtopic, which is Soul Calibur is a big set. Everybody can parry in that game. Are we going to get Infinity cards in Soul Calibur?
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh, there's no way we don't, right? So they just showed that they're in Mortal Kombat that they're putting stages as the Infinity cards in the back, right? Or well, they didn't have Infinity.
The stages technically had symbols.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stages themselves had symbols.
Yes.
The stage kill, test your might, brutality, fatality did not have symbols.
But like in Soul Calibur, you can knock
Everyone
them
can
off.
activate into their soul form. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
that
right?
and everyone can knock someone off of the edge for the win.
Ooh, ring out.
Yeah,
Could be
ring
a
out.
Really cool Infinity symbol card.
Yeah.
Parry, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what?
Sick.
That would be really cool design space for ring out. So there is at least a handful of cards, if not a bunch more, in every symbol that remove themselves. Like, what if we got a card that was just like had the Infinity symbol and it says, after your opponent removes a card or sends a card to their RFG, you do this effect.
Okay. So like the card itself is being rung out.
Yeah.
Like a response after your opponent removes a card, do this thing.
Yep.
That sounds really cool, actually. I'm actually super down for that.
But the thing I was thinking, like you had like twice the amount of cards of your opponents in their hand, obviously because you're like going in on them.
Yeah.
They just lose.
That sounds really silly for
Yeah,
some
that
like
sounds way too silly.
dumb Scorch
I mean-
Wheel deck.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It'd
it's
be pretty
too
sick.
easy.
I don't know. My personal thing is they just lose the game. Like it's another lose the game card.
Yeah.
Because that's what reminds me of like fatality, ring out, stage kill, all these things. You instantly win when you use it.
Yeah. I dig it. But like the issue that we have is like a fatality has to happen at the very end of the game. In the
Ring out can happen
dizzy end.
whenever.
Yeah, ring out can happen whenever. It's like
So
That's why you have to have some huge advantage thing. Maybe like you're in deadlock and your opponent isn't, and something else happens.
yo, okay.
Like
So this is now turned into what does ring out do the podcast. Ring out, I think, is going to be like a 3-card combo that is just three
Yeah, that's
separate
what I'm saying.
that
It's
are
like-
3 separate actions of like it has an enhanced combo on it that says parry, push the advance, and then ring out. And so if you are able to play all 3 of these cards as responses, depending on what your opponent has done inside the match, you're just like boop 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 game.
that would actually be really cool.
Like Perry says after you full block, you ready? So here it is. You have to parry and then press the advantage is an infinity attack as a reversal. So after you block, you have to reversal with
it's like
press
some
the
6
advantage.
div attack. Or
Yeah.
something like
It's
that.
it's something that's gonna like
does,
you're
like,
gonna
nothing.
you're gonna commit, and then like if they don't attempt to block it, ring out.
Or if they don't don't
This guy,
block.
look at this guy.
If they don't block it.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
know what? Another
That
cool,
sounds hype. That sounds like a very cool thing to
yeah,
do.
and we could actually tie my idea into that too, like what you said with the specific things happening. So like after your opponent removes something or sends something to their RFG, you play this action as a response and it does something, and then next time they do something you can play this other action, and then boom, ring out, kill you.
If this is the 4th time you've played ring out this game, you win the game.
Yeah.
That would be super cool.
That'd be interesting. It makes sure that cards like drinking never come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any last minute thoughts you have on Infinity? Do you think Infinity's like? Do you think the Infinity cards that are out right now have been designed well?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with any of them.
Yeah, I think Fatality.
Fatality was the only one that you might have a problem with, but I think it's fine now.
Yeah.
If you took off like one line of text on any of those, like any one line of text, this can't be interacted with, or
I don't think it should add safe. That's the only thing I think it shouldn't have.
Sure, it loses safe. Like you take off one line of text, and I think you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to topic 2 of the week.